Hello everyone. Deep inside China, the world's largest beef processing plant slaughters more than 5,000 cows every day, supplying the global market with beef on an unprecedented scale. But what really happens behind these factory walls, and what does it mean for the future of industrial meat production? Explore this processing factory as we reveal shocking truths that will make you question the true origins of your beef. Located in the industrial heartland of China, the world's largest beef processing plant is a monument to modern industrial agriculture, capable of handling and processing more than 2 million cattle a year. China's rise as a global beef producer has accelerated over the past 2 decades, fueled by soaring domestic demand and international exports. Built to support the country's growing appetite for meat, the facility spans millions of square feet, employing thousands of workers to keep up with production. While modern automation has streamlined efficiency, concerns about animal welfare, food safety, and environmental impact have sparked global debate. To understand the true cost of this massive operation, we must look beyond its staggering numbers and delve into the hidden realities of large-scale beef production, while continuing to explore the processing factory. China's largest beef processing plant operates at an unprecedented scale, processing more than 250 cattle per hour, 6,000 per day, and more than 2 million per year. A production rate on par with some of the world's top meat suppliers. With China's beef exports exceeding 1.3 million tons per year, the country is emerging as a major competitor to industry leaders like Brazil and the United States, challenging their long-standing dominance of the global market. To put the numbers we cover in this farming documentary into perspective, this processing factory processes more beef in a day than some U.S. states do in an entire month. But at what cost? Behind these staggering numbers lies a deeper story about efficiency, ethical concerns, and the future of industrial meat production. Inside China's largest beef processing plant, high-speed conveyor systems transport cattle through a fully automated disassembly line, where precision-guided robotic arms handle cutting and portioning with millimeter accuracy. The facility uses cryogenic freezing technology to preserve meat quality, while advanced vacuum sealing machines ensure extended shelf life for global export. AI-driven quality control systems scan for abnormalities, rejecting any meat that doesn't meet strict standards. The plant operates 24/7, processing over 6,000 cattle daily with industrial-grade stainless steel butchering stations designed for hygiene and efficiency. In the farming documentary, the owner of the processing factory, a state-backed agribusiness executive, shares that the $500 million investment was driven by China's vision to dominate global beef exports, leveraging automation to meet rising demand while reducing reliance on imports. Behind the glossy packaging and mass production, concerns about food safety and quality control in China's beef industry are backed up by alarming data. A 2022 study by the China National Center for Food Safety Risk Assessment found that more than 15% of randomly tested beef samples contain traces of banned preservatives like formaldehyde. Research from Peking University's School of Public Health found that 60% of beef products tested in certain areas contained excessive antibiotic residues, raising the risk of antibiotic resistance. Dr. Li Wei, a leading food safety expert, warned that long-term consumption of chemically treated beef could increase the risk of cancer and metabolic disorders. Beyond the scope of this processing factory, we continue to investigate scandals involving fake beef, mislabeled products, and illegal facilities, exposing the hidden dangers in the global meat supply chain. If you're curious about this topic, don't forget to like and share our farming documentary. China's beef industry faces serious concerns about worker conditions and environmental impact. Workers endure 16-hour shifts with limited breaks, while exposure to cold temperatures, repetitive stress injuries, and chemicals puts their health at risk. The FAIRER initiative ranks many meat plants in Asia, including China, as high risk for labor violations. In this farming documentary, we also highlight environmental concerns, with the runoff of blood and waste potentially contaminating local water supplies. Similar concerns exist in plants in the United States, where workers report exposure to chemicals and poor safety practices. This farming documentary investigates whether China is following global trends or setting more worrying new precedents. China's beef industry is expanding rapidly, yet the country still faces a 15% supply deficit, pushing it to import large volumes of beef. State-backed companies are strengthening China's control over global supply chains, with the U.S. exporting 192,000 tons of beef to China in 2022, surpassing Australia. This shift raises concerns about factory farming ethics, food safety, and environmental sustainability. Meanwhile, lab-grown and plant-based meats present emerging alternatives. As this farming documentary asks, is this the price we pay for cheap meat? The answer depends on how global markets and ethical consumers respond to China's growing influence in beef production.
Wild boars, scientifically known as Scrofa, have long been an integral part of Taiwan's ecosystem, playing an important role in Taiwan's biodiversity. Wild boar farming in Taiwan has evolved from traditional hunting practices into a thriving agricultural industry. Initially, small-scale farmers began domesticating wild boars to meet the growing demand for their delicious meat. In recent years, government support, advances in farming technology, and a shift to sustainable food sources have fueled the industry's growth. Wild boar meat, prized for its unique flavor, is now popular in both local and potential export markets. The combination of ecotourism and direct sales has further expanded the economic potential of the industry and food factories, making wild boar farming a lucrative business in Taiwan. The consumption of wild boar meat in Taiwan has increased in recent years, making consumers more interested in their farms. Are you still wondering where these farms are usually concentrated? With a tropical and subtropical climate, combined with mountainous terrain that accounts for most of the rural and mountainous areas, this place meets most of the requirements for building a wild boar farm in Taiwan. The living environment of wild boars is closely simulated with the natural habitat, helping them to fully develop their species' characteristics and become healthier. Grazing between barns and forests helps them reduce stress, creating high-quality meat products. Some wild boar farms in Taiwan are combined with food factories to ensure adequate production, completely unaffected by the impacts of the market economy. They also organize agricultural tours, providing visitors with a multidimensional view and economic potential of wild boar farming in this beautiful country. After visiting the farms, do you intend to invest in an economic wild boar breeding area? Leave a comment yes if you are thinking about this idea. The reproductive process of wild boars begins with mating in late autumn or early winter, leading to a gestation period of about 115 days. Sows then give birth to litters of 4 to 6 piglets, which are born with distinctive striped coats for camouflage. Immediately after birth, the mother provides essential warmth and nourishment through her milk, crucial for the piglet's early development. During the initial weeks, piglets rely on the sow's milk and are closely monitored to ensure they are feeding well and gaining weight. The environment is kept warm and clean to prevent illness, while the sow gradually introduces the piglets to solid foods. This careful management of their transition to foraging is vital for their immune development and overall health, preparing them for a successful life in the wild or on the farm. Transporting wild boars to the food factory involves a precise and careful process to ensure their safety. Initially, the boars are guided into a loading area using specialized pens and gates. To reduce stress, handlers use calm, low-noise techniques and avoid sudden movements. The boars, typically around 150 to 200 pounds each, are then carefully placed into transport crates designed for durability and ventilation. These crates are loaded onto a truck equipped with climate control systems that maintain a temperature of around 50 degrees to 60 degrees to keep the animals comfortable. The truck also has secure restraints to prevent excessive movement during transit. This meticulous approach ensures that the wild boars arrive at the food factory in optimal condition, ready for processing while minimizing stress and maintaining high quality. Upon arrival at the food plant, the wild boars are carefully unloaded and weighed to ensure they meet their specifications. Skilled workers then use specialized equipment to methodically process the carcasses, including thorough cleaning, precise deboning, and removal of any contaminants. The meat is inspected at multiple stages to ensure it meets strict safety regulations before being chilled to preserve its freshness. At another food plant, the processed meat is further processed into premium products such as wild boar sausages, smoked meats, and premium jerky. Each product undergoes rigorous quality control to ensure it meets both safety and taste standards. The food plant uses advanced packaging techniques to maintain the quality of the meat and extend its shelf life, while maintaining strict hygiene measures throughout the entire processing chain. Raising wild boars in a semi-natural way is not only about their living environment, but also their nutrition. Taiwanese farmers have carefully researched and come up with a scientific and reasonable diet. The reasonableness here is shown through the moderate cost they need to spend but still ensure the weight of the wild boar herd and their growth rate. In addition, wild boar food also takes advantage of available local agricultural products to avoid waste and contribute to reducing farming costs for Taiwanese farmers. Feeding wild boars with diverse food sources, such as vegetables and fruits along with synthetic foods, helps wild boar meat in Taiwan have a characteristic flavor and aroma. Moreover, using natural and organic foods helps farms comply with food safety standards, meeting the high requirements of local food factories. This pushes up the price of wild boar meat, bringing more profits to Taiwanese farmers. The journey of providing diverse perspectives on how Taiwanese people make money from wild boars will end here. There are many fascinating and mysterious things about wild boar farming that only Trending Farm can help you discover. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on the notification bell, and follow our upcoming videos to update the latest farming trends and technologies of food factories around the world. See you in the next videos.
Thank you for watching the video. Are you having any problems with your livestock farming? Please share your comments and questions. We are ready to answer. If you like our videos, please like, share, subscribe and recommend the channel to your friends so they can watch too. Hello and see you again.